Wallace Industrial Tools and Supplies knows Southern Illinois. Located in West Frankfort, they're your Milwaukee superstore with over 8,000 square feet. Wallace Industrial Tools has the largest selection of Milwaukee within a 2-hour radius. Find power tools such as drills, saws, lights, shop vacs, and more with pricing lower than you'll find anywhere else. That's Wallace Industrial Tools and Supplies in West Frankfort.
The everyday people who make Southern Illinois so special. The ones who make sacrifices every day for their families and their community. These are the people who make us proud of what we do. You see, when a person from our community gets injured in an accident, there is someone at an insurance company far away from here whose job it is to minimize your injury, to make their corporation money. For them, you're just a claim number. For us, well, I guess you could say it's personal.
Kids Corral is a licensed child care center and preschool serving children from 6 weeks to 12 years old in West Frankfort and beyond. Owned by FCHS 1989 alumni Gina King and 1992 alumni Kristen Cass, Kids Corral is located at 218 South Horn Street in West Frankfort. Call them today at 618-937-4700 for more information. Kids Corral, proudly taking care of the next generation of Redbirds since 1998. IBI Management manages over 2.5 million square feet of industrial storage warehousing and office space in Illinois, Indiana, Tennessee, Ohio, and South Carolina with 64 tenants. Feel free to contact them for any management needed for your property. Reach out with any questions to Bobby or Iris Kazadi at 618-218-5995 or 618-218-2456. For any of your commercial management, IBI Management is here for you. Ask Melissa Walden about Shelter's auto, home, and life options. Call or text at 618-937-2092. Plus, use the My Shelter app to pay your bill, file a claim, proof of insurance, policy documents, go paperless, and more. Melissa Walden, Shelter Insurance in West Frankfort.
Looking for a dealership where you're treated like family? Come to Week Chevrolet GMC, where from sales to service, they put you first. Their friendly staff will help you find the perfect vehicle that fits your needs and your budget. Whether you're looking for a new or pre-owned car, truck, or SUV, they've got it all. Visit them online at gregweeks.com or call 618-937-2000. Week Chevrolet GMC, right on the price, right off I-57.
Looking for a place to come out and enjoy one of the hidden treasures of Southern Illinois? The Frankfort Community Park is a 64-acre gym located in West Frankfort with 10 softball and baseball fields, 12 outdoor shelters, tennis courts, basketball courts, and a pond, as well as beautiful playground equipment for children of all ages. The park has plenty of open spaces to explore, and its serenity and beauty is second to none. The Aquatic Center has an indoor pool, weight room, basketball courts, and an event center. The Frankfort Community Park has something for everyone to enjoy. Come visit the park, and we promise you won't be disappointed. WP Dumpsters is West Frankfort's premier roll-off dumpster service, offering 14 cubic yard containers that are perfect for small DIY projects all the way up to larger home remodels and everything in between. With competitive pricing and top-notch customer service, WP Dumpsters is your Southern Illinois roll-off specialist. Book your bin online today at WPDumpsters.com or call 618-218-0623. Owned and operated by former Redbird Dalton Woolard.
Looking for a reason to try the new $5 meal deal at McDonald's? Here's 1, 2, 3, 4, and the price makes 5.
So much.
That's everything you get with the new $5 meal deal at McDonald's.
If your house looks like this, we can bring it back to life fast. Dirt, mold, and algae are hurting your curb appeal and your home's value. I'm Ethan with One Stop Solutions. I've been serving Southern Illinois for 3 years now. We use a soft wash system that safely removes buildup at the source for a longer lasting clean without damaging your home. We handle house washes, driveways, gutters, decks, and more. For the next 2 weeks, every house wash includes a free exterior window clean. For a free instant quote, send us a message right here on Facebook or call or text us at the number right here on the screen.
Hal Insurance is a proud sponsor of Redbird Athletics. Serving West Frankfort since 1925, we provide auto, home, business, life, and health insurance. Hal Insurance partners with Auto Owners Insurance Company to handle insurance the right way, the human way. Call Ryan, Jessica, or Susan Patton at 618-937-4000. Hal Insurance is proud to serve you.
Big jobs on big properties demand a big side-by-side. A side-by-side like the first ever Honda Pioneer 1000 Deluxe Crew. This flagship model delivers serious power and performance where you need it most. Even more, it offers best-in-class comfort for 6 occupants with backseat legroom beyond compare. As for build quality, we'll let the Honda name speak for itself. Head to Galatich Honda in West Frankfort and see the all-new Pioneer 1000 Deluxe Crew today.
All right, we welcome you in to Redbirds Live, postseason edition of Redbirds Baseball on the road here in Harrisburg at J. Thompson Field. The West Frankfort Redbirds will take on the Johnston City Indians. I'm Garrett Smith, joined by Aaron Price. And Aaron, hopefully today is the start of another nice, successful postseason run for the West Frankfort Redbirds.
We saw what they could do last year late in the season, Garrett, and this year hoping to see at least some of the same results, even if you don't get quite as far as last year. I know they made it all the way to the Super 16, but you'd like to at least see some sort of run here in the postseason and maybe even deeper than they did last year, as this is a Redbirds team that has proven last year that they have the stuff and they have the ability to go far late in the season.
Yeah, the Redbird lineup will look a little like this. Leading off will be the center fielder, Jace Bennett. Then the catcher, Will Scales, followed by the shortstop, Chris Samples. Then the left fielder, Parker Allen. Right fielder, Chase Patterson, and the pitcher, Hunter Gaither. Bottom portion will be the DH Hunter Lowe, who's batting for the second baseman Kazadi. Then it'll be the first baseman Andrew Conaway and the third baseman Kanan Shoup. On the other side for Johnston City, the battery for the Indians, it'll be Logan Eberhard on the bump, and he'll be throwing into his catcher Wyatt Curley, and we'll get to Johnston City's lineup in the bottom half of the frame. Postseason play here, regional semifinals. The winner will take on Harrisburg Saturday at 11 a.m. right here at J. Thompson Field in Harrisburg. The Bulldogs knocked off El Dorado 8-3 in the first regional semifinal that took place yesterday.
And Garrett, we've already seen, and it's already been proven this early in the postseason, that every game is winnable for any team. We've already seen a lot of upsets so far in the regional brackets. And
well, you certainly can't overlook anybody.
Right.
And
you got to play every game the same.
You try to save your pitching, and a couple of teams got burnt doing that, trying to save a better pitcher for a later date. Well, you can't play that later date if you don't make it there. And
exactly.
We saw a couple teams get burnt like Fairfield and DuQuoin. So the Redbirds and Indians are underway right at 3:58. So a couple minutes early. That one was fouled back to the screen. Teams met earlier in the season. 1-0 Johnston City win at their place.
Identical records for these two teams too, Garrett.
15 and 13.
Yep.
And Logan Eberhard quickly ahead 0 and 2 on Jace Bennett. Popped up. Bennett spoils it out of play. Will remain 0 and 2.
Bennett finding himself in a spot where he was this time last year, back at the top of the lineup. He started the season a little bit differently, but here he is again back at the one spot as he fouls away another.
Birds look to jump on the board early. It's Bennett, Scales, and Samples. You need to play some good defense today. You got Hunter Gaither on the mound, who is more of a contact pitcher. Outside, ball one. So 1 and 2. Bennett grounds it right side to his right, and back to the bag is Landon Moore for the putout.
You at least put the ball in play there.
So next is Will Scales.
Scales is a batter who's on offense shown out pretty well for West Frankfort this season. He's also bumped up a few spots in the lineup since the start of this year.
He gets underneath this one. It's drifting back towards center. A long run. And underplayed by the center fielder, Burton. He just kept drifting and drifting, thinking that ball was going to die, but it just kept carrying towards right center, and that's a double for Scales, who actually got under that ball a little bit.
Yeah, I was just going to say that ball was hit so far in the air that it actually, when it came into contact with the ground, got stuck. It didn't even bounce. It just got stuck out
certainly a play that you want your center fielder to make.
Oh,
Even though it's a long way to go, but certainly have plenty of time, but the Redbirds will take it. Scales will have extra bases, and Samples will bat with a man in scoring position, 1 away in the top of the first.
Yeah, makeable play for sure for Hayden Burton, but you'll take your wins where you can get them, and we'll see what we can get out of Chris Samples, who's at shortstop today and looking to plate the first run for West Frankfort.
Samples out in front of it, hooks it down the line, foul.
For a ball that high in the zone, you like to see that at least.
Yeah, just sit back a little bit more.
Yeah. A long foul ball.
upstairs from Everhart. The ball on the strike. Redbirds looking to strike early. Just underway.
I think, Garrett, this will be a much different game than we saw the first game that I called between, so there's a called strike, between the Redbirds and the Indians. It was a pitching duel. It was Moore and Patterson, and lost that game 1-0. So I think hopefully we'll see a different result today.
Samples flies one to right. It's right to Mays. Doesn't have to hardly move. He'll catch it, get the ball in quickly, and 2 are down.
Parker Allen next up for the Redbirds. Playing in left today and hitting in the number 4 spot. Middle of the lineup is the part of the lineup that's shifted the most this year for West Frankfort. Really, all portions of the lineup have shifted, but you just never know what you might see on the lineup card on any given day.
On 1 to Allen. Allen, he flies one to right, and it's right towards Mays. He has to come in a few steps. He puts it away. A runner stranded in scoring position for Frankfort. We head to the bottom of the first. We're scoreless between the Redbirds and the Indians.
The everyday people who make Southern Illinois so special. The ones who make sacrifices every day for their families and their community. These are the people who make us proud of what we do. You see, when a person from our community gets injured in an accident, there is someone at an insurance company far away from here whose job it is to minimize your injury, to make their corporation money. For them, you're just a claim number. For us, well, I guess you could say it's personal. We are fighting for the people of Southern Illinois each and every day to restore what was lost. We are Sam C. Mitchell and Associates, and for us, it's personal.
Wallace Industrial Tools and Supplies knows Southern Illinois. Located in West Frankfort, they're your Milwaukee superstore with over 8,000 square feet. Wallace Industrial Tools has the largest selection of Milwaukee within a 2-hour radius. Find power tools such as drills, saws, lights, shop vacs, and more with pricing lower than you'll find anywhere else. That's Wallace Industrial Tools and Supplies in West Frankfort. Ask Melissa Walden about Shelter's auto, home, and life options. Call or text at 618-937-2092. Plus, use the MyShelter app to pay your bill, file a claim, proof of insurance, policy documents, go paperless, and more. Melissa Walden, Shelter Insurance in West Frankfort.
Logan Eberhardt will lead things off for Johnston City. He just put up a scoreless top of the first. Always good for the team morale. When you're the home side, if you can put up a quick 0. And he'll lead things off, followed by Wyatt Curley, then the third baseman Logan Moore.
Although they couldn't play to run, good to see in the top of the frame, West Frankfort getting contact on every single ball they saw pretty much.
Yeah, just got a little bit underneath those balls that were put in the air. 1-1 to the lefty, Eberhardt. Middle portion of the lineup will be Marcus Lights in the second baseman, then Landon Moore and Noah Pietrantoni. That's 4-5-6. As we have the 1-1 pitch upstairs. Bottom third will be the shortstop Maddox Hill, the right fielder Caden Mays, and the center fielder Hayden Burton.
We were just mentioning Garrett, and coming into today, Hunter Gaither has been arguably the best pitcher on West Frankfort staff this year, as now he works into a 2-2 count. He's had 2 to 3 shutouts this season, and he was my pick going into today to start this game.
Well, he's got an early full count here. And there's something else to monitor. A couple of first-year head coaches playing in their first postseason games. That's Riley House for West Frankfort and Lex Glasgow for Johnston City. So you'll see how those guys can manage a ball game knowing that it's win or go home. This one's fouled out of play.
Yeah, it's got to be a different experience, especially for a first-year head coach. Coaching a team in the regular season compared to the postseason, there's so many different factors that you have to make. Gaither walks his first batter he faces after working him into a full count, so
Next is Wyatt Curley. Curley bats with a runner at first. Nobody retires. A lead-off walk.
ball upstairs.
Normally, you let that guy lead off with a walk. He comes around to score more times than not.
Yeah.
Right now, Gaither's got to work back in the count against Curley. It's 2-0.
Any balls that are put in play today, obviously, West Frankfort has to have top-notch defense, and there's some guys.
Curley hits one to center. Back is Bennett. He's going to make the catch.
Wow.
Long way to go. That was a tougher play than the base hit that Scales had in the first. But the Frankfort center fielder is able to track it down. One away.
I did not foresee that happening. What a grab from Jace Bennett out in center field, almost to the warning track, bringing it into his glove, and that's a crucial first out. Holds up the runner at first as well. Now it's Logan Moore. But what I was just about to say, Garrett, is Frankfurt's infield is a very young infield as well, with the exception of Shoup at third base. A couple of guys in the infield that are playing in their first postseason game as well in the infield.
Well, I'll say this. You've got a lot of experience on your left side. Your right side, not any, hardly at all in terms of big games down the stretch of seasons. So this one's poked out to left. Allen will drift back. He makes the catch. So he moved to his right. And a line drive out from Moore. That's 2 down.
Gaither's got to have his defense behind him, and so far they are right there.
This is Marcus Lightson. He'll bat with 2 away in the frame. A couple of loud outs, but you'll take them however you can get them.
2 well-hit balls.
Swing and a miss on the breaking ball. Good pitch from Gaither.
I see that movement on the inside corner, and 2 outs, 2 crucial outs here for West Frankfort as this one's upstairs.
A ball and a strike. And rolled to Shoup at third. Plenty of time across the diamond to Conaway. And a scoreless bottom of the first. We head to the second. It's 0-0 on Redbirds Live.
IBI Management manages over 2.5 million square feet of industrial storage warehousing and office space in Illinois, Indiana, Tennessee, Ohio, and South Carolina with 64 tenants. Feel free to contact them for any management needed for your property. Reach out with any questions to Bobby or Iris Kazadi at 618-218-5995 or 618-218-2456. For any of your commercial management, IBI Management is here for you. Kids Corral is a licensed child care center and preschool serving children from 6 weeks to 12 years old in West Frankfort and beyond. Owned by FCHS 1989 alumni Gina King and 1992 alumni Kristen Cass, Kids Corral is located at 218 South Horn Street in West Frankfort. Call them today at 618-937-4700 for more information. Kids Corral, proudly taking care of the next generation of Redbirds since 1998.
Looking for a dealership where you're treated like family? Come to Week Chevrolet GMC, where from sales to service, they put you first. Their friendly staff will help you find the perfect vehicle that fits your needs and your budget. Whether you're looking for a new or pre-owned car, truck, or SUV, they've got it all. Visit them online at gregweeks.com or call 618-937-2000. Weeks Chevrolet GMC, right on the price, right off I-57.
Welcome back to Redbirds Live. We get through the first inning scoreless, but no strikeouts to report in the first inning, as almost every ball on both sides was put in play and resulted in an out. It'll be Chase Patterson to lead things off here for the Redbirds in the top of the second inning. Patterson fouls the first pitch back to the screen, and it's an 0-1 count. It'll be Patterson, Gaither, and Lowe to lead things off for the Redbirds here in the second inning. Hogan Eberhardt once again on the mound for the Indians today. This pitch, a lazy fly ball out to right field. It might be trouble, and it is brought in by the right fielder. That is Caden Mays.
Yeah, not a great route, but I guess if you're going to misplay a ball, at least if you're going to recover, you got to make the play, because if he wasn't going to catch that, Patterson probably would have ended up at third base.
Yeah. Hunter Gaither now to the plate for the Redbirds, starting pitcher today. First pitch well upstairs. The outfielders on both sides for these teams are have to be on alert today, as we've already had lots of flyouts, and some of them deep early in this game. Now a 1-1 count to Gaither. Swing and a miss on the inside corner, and the count goes 1-2.
Yeah, if you're going to go after those inside pitches, you've got to get the bat going early. Got to get through the zone. Gaither's been late on a couple of those high inside pitches.
Third pitch flied back to the screen, and he'll reset. Here is the 1-2 delivery from Eberhardt. This one fouled off to the right. That'll be out of play and skips off the fence.
Frankfurt's really testing Mays in right field to start this game. So he's already put away 3 Redbirds, and Gaither tried to go that way there.
Once again, the delivery from Eberhardt upstairs, and Gaither barely got some contact on that ball to send it foul, and will reset once again. That one inside and up for ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes now on Hunter Gaither. Above the zone, and the count goes full. Another full count early in this game. Here's the full count delivery from Eberhardt to Gaither. Popped up. This one should stay in, and it's the first baseman who is under it and makes the grab. That is Landon Moore out at first, and that's out number 2 for the Redbirds. Now Hunter Lowe up to bat for West Frankfort. Ball kind of in that zone where it could be either the catcher or the first baseman, but more often than not, the first baseman able to get a better look at those infield fly balls than the catcher, as this first pitch is low for ball one. This one fouled back.
And it's certainly an easier ball for a corner infielder, depending on what side it's on. So you'd like him to be able to take charge, and that's exactly what Landon Moore did there.
They're low in the box, one of the most if you were 200 feet away with that, this one's popped up, and shortstop's under it, and that, or second baseman rather, and that will be the end of the top of the second. We'll have more baseball coming your way in the bottom right after this. You're watching Redbirds Live.
Wallace Industrial Tools and Supplies knows Southern Illinois. Located in West Frankfort, they're your Milwaukee superstore with over 8,000 square feet. Wallace Industrial Tools has the largest selection of Milwaukee within a 2-hour radius. Find power tools such as drills, saws, lights, shop vacs, and more with pricing lower than you'll find anywhere else. That's Wallace Industrial Tools and Supplies in West Frankfort. Ask Melissa Walden about Shelter's auto, home, and life options. Call or text at 618-937-2092. Plus, use the My Shelter app to pay your bill, file a claim, proof of insurance, policy documents, go paperless, and more. Melissa Walden, Shelter Insurance in West Frankfort.
The everyday people who make Southern Illinois so special. The ones who make sacrifices every day for their families and their community. These are the people who make us proud of what we do. You see, when a person from our community gets injured in an accident, there is someone at an insurance company far away from here whose job it is to minimize your injury, to make their corporation money. For them, you're just a claim number. For us, well, I guess you could say it's personal.
Welcome back to Redbirds Live. Scoreless so far in this game, and it's Landon Moore to the plate for the Indians, who takes his first pitch as a ball. 1-0 count. 1-0 delivery from Gaither is upstairs. It'll be Moore, Lightson, and Moore. This one popped up to left, and that is brought in. It looked like that Parker Allen was under it for a second, but Sample was out at shortstop, called him off, and made the grab for the first out, and now it's Noah Pietrantoni. So correction, it is actually Moore, Pietrantoni, Hill. Two Moores here. I need to write their numbers next to it a little bit easier to read. So it's Pietrantoni and then Hill on deck. This one down low, and it's a 1-0 count. That one fouled back to the left.
Yeah, Gaither had to work a little bit there in the first, more than he would have liked to start a game. Got a quick out number one. Let's see if you can get a quick one here. Try to get your team back at the plate after maybe a brisk bottom of the second.
1-1 pitch is a nice pitch right into the zone, and it's a 1-2 count. This one up high. 2 balls, 2 strikes on Pietrantoni, playing left field today. Here's the 2-2 delivery, and that one a little bit too far upstairs, and the count goes full once again.
Yeah, you just got to be able to put guys away. You had him 1 and 2. Now you might put it in the hands of the umpire if you've got a close pitch.
This one put in play, and that's going to be a base hit out to left field. It'll be a single for Pietrantoni. And that is the first hit of the day for the Indians. A hit apiece so far for each team. Now it'll be the shortstop, Maddox Hill, coming to the plate for the Indians with a runner on first and one out. Pietrantoni gets a lead from first. This one put in play, nearly hits Pietrantoni. That should be a hit as well, and it is. And now two runners on base for the Indians. Runners on first and second. Back-to-back hits for the Indians for Pietrantoni and Hill. And now it's to the number 8 guy, Caden Mays, to keep the line moving for the Indians. For the Redbirds here, you'd like to get, this is a crucial batter for Gaither, like to get a second out and get it quick before this gets too far out of hand.
Yeah, you certainly need to get this guy here. You got 8 and 9 due up. You can still get out of this jam if you execute properly. This one's bunted out of play.
Thought it was coming for me for a second. I saw Scales looking right at me, and I'm like, just a little bit far back to the press box, so that's a foul ball back in the stands and an 0-1 count.
Interesting to see Mays showing bunt there with an out already. You still got the 9 guy next.
And that was a really a high pitch as well. It shows bunt again, and this time he does bunt it down to Conaway, who throws over to first, and that'll be an out. He almost took a little bit too long, so a successful sacrifice bunt advances the runners to second and third with 2 outs for Hayden Burton, the 9 hitter. One swing to the bat could make it a 2-0 ball game.
Yeah, you do put 2 in scoring position, but it's got to. You think it's probably needing to be a hit here.
Yep.
If you're Burton.
Wasn't too bad of a bunt at all, and probably would have been an easier play if Conway, who was reaching for the ball, kind of fell back on himself onto the turf infield. His first pitch is a called strike.
More of a fan with the no out, move them both over, but hey, it was a good bunt. Seems like a guy that can get a bunt down, so Mace does his job. Let's see if Burton can do his. Count's evened up.
Should the inning continue, it'll be back to the top in Eberhardt, who is on deck. 1 ball, 1 strike to Hayden Burton, the center fielder.
That's why this is such a big at bat here in this early on in this game. Need to get this before the lineup flips to the top.
2-1 delivery was outside. This one swung on and missed. A nice pitch low in the zone for Gaither, and the count goes 2-2. Big pitch coming up here early in this game for the Redbirds. They'd like to keep it scoreless going into the third. No runs so far on either side.
And just don't put something over the meaty part of the plate. Make Burton have to go out there and make a good swing.
Oh, that one called a little bit outside, according to the home plate umpire, and the count goes full. West Frankfort thought they had it. So it's a full count on a close pitch. Was called a ball, and we'll do it again. Another full count for Gaither. And here is the delivery. Called strike 3. And West Frankfort gets out of a jam there. We're heading to the third inning here on Redbirds Live.
Looking for a dealership where you're treated like family? Come to Week Chevrolet GMC, where from sales to service, they put you first. Their friendly staff will help you find the perfect vehicle that fits your needs and your budget. Whether you're looking for a new or pre-owned car, truck, or SUV, they've got it all. Visit them online at gregweeks.com or call 618-937-2000. Week Chevrolet GMC, right on the price, right off I-57.
IBI Management manages over 2.5 million square feet of industrial storage warehousing and office space in Illinois, Indiana, Tennessee, Ohio, and South Carolina with 64 tenants. Feel free to contact them for any management needed for your property. Reach out with any questions to Bobby or Iris Kazadi at 618-218-5995 or 618-218-2456. For any of your commercial management, IBI Management is here for you. Kids Corral is a licensed child care center and preschool serving children from 6 weeks to 12 years old in West Frankfort and beyond. Owned by FCHS 1989 alumni Gina King and 1992 alumni Kristen Cass, Kids Corral is located at 218 South Horn Street in West Frankfort. Call them today at 618-937-4700 for more information. Kids Corral, proudly taking care of the next generation of Redbirds since 1998.
We welcome you back to the top of the third, and we have a scoreless ball game. Birds and Indians leading things off. It'll be Andrew Conaway. He'll take first pitch outside, ball one.
Conway, Shoup, and Bennett for the Redbirds, 8, 9, and 1. Count goes 1-1.
The Redbirds out of a jam in the bottom of the second.
Biggest chance for the Indians so far in this game. Runners on second and third, and a couple of close pitches that really all up to the umpire there and got out of the jam.
Conaway chased up out of the zone. It would have been 3-1. Instead, it evens at 2-2.
Birds, the away team today, so another reason to get something going quick if you're West Frankfort. Called strike 3, and Conaway goes down looking.
Kanan Shoup here, third baseman for West Frankfort. And he pops it up. Foul territory. Curley can't get it.
Never want to do that and drop a 3 out.
Yeah, you're playing with house money now if you're Shoup. Feel like you should already be in the dugout.
Shoup hit his first dinger of the season against Goreville in the last regular season game for the Redbirds. See what he can do today.
Foul back. So 0-2.
This is Field Garrett that you don't really know how far it is out there because it's one of the few fields that has no yardage markers. This one is hit high in the air.
Yeah, put away by the left fielder. That's Peter Tony, 2 down. Here's Jason Bennett, who rolled over to Landon Moore at first to begin the ball game. And Eberhardt looking for a quick 1-2-3 third. Instead, Bennett places it in the gap. He'll get off and he'll look for second base and he'll have it. 2-out double for Jace Bennett.
Couldn't ask for a better spot to put that ball directly in between the right fielder and center fielder, and that will pretty much always get you a double in high school baseball. Now it'll be up to Will Scales with 2 outs. Scales the lone hit so far besides Bennett.
We take that here. Maybe Scales could slap it the other way again. Bennett's going to have third base stolen. Great jump.
A little bit closer than I thought it'd be, but
Yeah, it
he got
wasn't
there.
really that close. Johnson City was trying to get a call, but Bennett was safe pretty easily.
So a runner 90 feet away for the Redbirds.
2-0.
Good take. Pitch that's easy to swing at.
Scales. Fouled out of play.
Same spot as the previous pitch. He wants to hit though, and understandably, I mean, he had a he hit already in this game.
Upstairs. 3-1.
Samples on deck for West Frankfort.
Ball 4 to Scales.
See what Chris Samples can do here, batting in the 3-hole today. And we're going to have a meeting at the mound with Eberhardt. But West Frankfort, once again, with the runner in scoring position, looking to finally get on the board here.
This might be one of those games, Aaron, where the team that can cash in with 2 outs is going to have a massive advantage. We saw Johnson City have second and third with 2 outs in the bottom of the second, and Burton struck out looking. Well, Samples is going to have a chance here with 2 on and 2 out, trying to break the seal in this game in the top half of inning number 3. Certainly have a good part of your lineup at the plate with a runner at third base. You've got your 3-hitter Chris Samples. I think Frankfurt will have a courtesy runner. That's Lucas Essery over at first, running for the catcher Scales, who just reached via the walk. Got to be careful with the lefty on the bump. Moved to first, trying to buy himself an easy out, and he could wait till next inning to face Samples. Samples loops it into shallow right center, and Frankfurt's going to get on the board first. RBI single for Chris Samples. It's 1-0 Redbirds.
Little blooper in the right, and gets the result he was looking for.
That's 3 straight to reach with 2 outs.
That plate's Jace Bennett for West Frankfurt's first run of the ball game, and now it's Parker Allen with 2 on and 2 out. It's Essery out at second, and Samples at first.
Swing and a miss.
So a couple of hits for the 1 and 2 guys, but 1, 2, and 3 for West Frankfurt.
Breaking ball upstairs. Yeah, Scales got his back in the first inning, but he was able to reach via the walk here that extended the inning to Chris Samples, who has broken the scoring open. 1-0 West Frankfurt. Allen takes fastball for a strike.
See if Parker Allen can continue the single hit streak down to the number 4 batter. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Off speed is fouled away.
You had no outs or 1 out, I would say I want to go for the bunt here, but you can't do that with 2 outs. You can, but it's probably not going to work out for you.
Ooh. This one gets away. Both runners will move up.
And just like that, what I just said is now you don't have to do anything. He handed it to you with a wild pitch.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think you really want to bunt with Parker Allen. I mean, you like his bat.
Yeah.
Even with less than 2 outs, I'd rather have Parker swing it. And he's going to get a chance to swing it here. It's a 2-2 count. Fouled away.
Anything in the outfield that gets down would be big here for West Frankfort and likely would make this a 3-0 ball game. Two-two count to Parker Allen, a big spot here for West Frankfort.
Eberhardt comes set, comes home, nowhere close. Full count to the Redbird left fielder. Chase Patterson would be next, and you'd love his bat to come up with the bases loaded, and he will.
Probably going to have another meeting here at the mound for the Indians.
Well, you can't have a second one. He'll have to come out if you have two in the same inning.
Yeah.
So, can't have the coach go out there.
A mini meeting with the catcher and the third baseman.
And it's a nice opportunity for Chase Patterson to break out in a big way. Hot zone for Frankfurt's offense has been that right center gap. Let's see if Patterson can shoot one that way here. Flew out to straightaway right.
Huge opportunity for the Redbirds.
But if you're Patterson, you got to make Eberhardt come after you. He's got nowhere to put you, and it's a 1-0 count as that first one missed above the zone. Next on the way, strike one.
It's right at the top of the zone, and
Yeah, that wasn't far off from making it a 2-0 count, but it clipped the top portion. Fouled back, 1-2.
Patterson wanted that one. Thing is here, you don't need a grand slam. You need something in the outfield. Anything in the outfield that can get in a gap can score you 2 runs here.
At least you want to keep the line moving. You don't really care how you do it.
Called strike 3. Patterson goes down looking. Bases loaded are stranded for the Redbirds. Will go to the bottom of the third right after this.
WP Dumpsters is West Frankfort's premier roll-off dumpster service, offering 14 cubic yard containers that are perfect for small DIY projects all the way up to larger home remodels and everything in between. With competitive pricing and top-notch customer service, WP Dumpsters is your Southern Illinois roll-off specialist. Book your bin online today at WPDumpsters.com or call 618-218-0623. Owned and operated by former Redbird Dalton Woolard. Looking for a place to come out and enjoy one of the hidden treasures of Southern Illinois? The Frankfort Community Park is a 64-acre gym located in West Frankfort with 10 softball and baseball fields, 12 outdoor shelters, tennis courts, basketball courts, and a pond, as well as beautiful playground equipment for children of all ages. The park has plenty of open spaces to explore, and its serenity and beauty is second to none. The Aquatic Center has an indoor pool, weight room, basketball courts, and an event center. The Frankfort Community Park has something for everyone to enjoy. Come visit the park, and we promise you won't be disappointed.
Hal Insurance is a proud sponsor of Redbird Athletics. Serving West Frankfort since 1925, we provide auto, home, business, life, and health insurance. Hal Insurance partners with Auto Owners Insurance Company to handle insurance the right way, the human way. Call Ryan, Jessica, or Susan Patton at 618-937-4000. Hal Insurance is proud to serve you.
Stood away, bottom of the third. Hunter Gaither fires in strike one to Logan Eberhardt. Back to the top of the JC order. This one slapped the other way, a base hit. Gaither hung a breaking ball, and Eberhardt was able to sit back on it and serve it the other way.
Wyatt Gurley to the plate now for Johnston City, and West Frankfort getting their first run of the ball game here at the top of the third, and then left the bases stranded. 3 left on base to end their top half of the frame, and you don't like to do that anytime during the season, but especially during the playoffs, especially with the top of the JC order here in this inning. So Johnson City with another chance to do some damage.
Popped up, right side, out of play. And Curley blew out to right center field, a long way to go for it was Bennett who hauled it in. And that was a huge play early on in the game, or else it would have been, you think, probably second and third and nobody out for Johnson City. But he hauled that in, and the Indians were not able to score. 1-0 Redbirds. They stranded the bases loaded in the top of the third, but a 2-out single from Chris Samples put the Redbirds on the board.
Gaither is loving that spot today. The upper up at the hands. He can float it down a little bit more right on the edge of the strike zone. He might get a few more calls, but
yeah, if you leave the ball up, you are flirting with disaster. Those are pitches that guys can absolutely smoke. This one's fouled back. Eberhardt was taken off. Most guys that have success, they work down below the zone and at the bottom of the zone. So if Gaither's going to be up there, his outfielders better be ready. There's going to be a lot of balls up in the air.
2 balls, 2 strikes to Wyatt Curley. Runner on first in Eberhardt.
Swing and a miss. Curley goes down swinging. 1 away. It's a big punch out for Gaither.
Nice pitch.
Logan Moore is next. He lined to left.
Second strikeout of the day for Gaither. Checks the runner and back in with no problem.
And the pitch. Moore grounds it to short. Samples steps on the bag. He's going to have an easy double play. 6-3 for 2 outs. We head to the fourth. It's 1-0 West Frankfort.
If your house looks like this, we can bring it back to life fast. Dirt, mold, and algae are hurting your curb appeal and your home's value. I'm Ethan with One Stop Solutions. I've been serving Southern Illinois for 3 years now. We use a soft wash system that safely removes buildup at the source for a longer lasting clean without damaging your home. We handle house washes, driveways, gutters, decks, and more. For the next 2 weeks, every house wash includes a free exterior window clean. For a free instant quote, send us a message right here on Facebook or call or text us at the number right here on the screen.
Big jobs on big properties demand a big side-by-side. A side-by-side like the first ever Honda Pioneer 1000 Deluxe Crew. This flagship model delivers serious power and performance where you need it most. Even more, it offers best-in-class comfort for 6 occupants with backseat legroom beyond compare. As for build quality, we'll let the Honda name speak for itself. Head to Galatich Honda in West Frankfort and see the all-new Pioneer 1000 Deluxe Crew today.
A sigh of relief for Hunter Gaither, who got a grounder out to shortstop, and Redbirds were able to turn the double play, and Hunter Gaither is the batter who will start the top of the fourth inning already here for the Redbirds. 1-0 lead. The only run for West Frankfort coming by way of Chris Samples in the last inning.
Dodged two big bullets in this game. Leadoff man Eberhardt reached two separate occasions to start innings, and he was stranded the first time, and he was forced out the second time. So caught a break, but Gaither's going to be out on one pitch.
Yep, fly ball to right field, and that'll be Hunter Lowe hitting as the designated hitter today for the Redbirds.
Lowe popped out to second, his lone trip, and he's going after the first pitch.
This one might be almost in foul ground. It is a fair ball caught by, I believe that is the
shortstop.
Yep.
Hill.
Yep, Maddox Hill at short. Brings that one in all the way on the foul line, and it's two quick outs. So now it's Andrew Conaway up to bat for the Redbirds. I think he's not going to swing at the first pitch, but definitely not swinging at that one, which was down in the dirt or the turf here in Harrisburg. 1-0 count. That one's a little bit outside, and count goes 2-0.
If you're Eberhardt, you want to go right after him. You love a quick inning, and this is only your fifth pitch of the inning here, and you get the call. So if you can throw a couple more over the zone, get your bats back out there.
2-1 delivery. Swung on, put in play, out to second. And that'll end the inning. 1-2-3 go the Redbirds. Indians coming up after this on Redbirds Live.
Looking for a reason to try the new $5 meal deal at McDonald's? Here's 1, 2, 3, 4, and the price makes 5. That's everything you get with the new $5 meal deal at McDonald's.
The everyday people who make Southern Illinois so special. The ones who make sacrifices every day for their families and their community. These are the people who make us proud of what we do. You see, when a person from our community gets injured in an accident, there is someone at an insurance company far away from here whose job it is to minimize your injury, to make their corporation money. For them, you're just a claim number. For us, well, I guess you could say it's personal. We are fighting for the people of Southern Illinois each and every day to restore what was lost. We are Sam C. Mitchell and Associates, and for us, it's personal.
Ask Melissa Walden about Shelter's auto, home, and life options. Call or text at 618-937-2092. Plus, use the My Shelter app to pay your bill, file a claim, proof of insurance, policy documents, go paperless, and more. Melissa Walden, Shelter Insurance in West Frankfort.
It remains a 1-0 lead for the West Frankfort Redbirds. In a quick top of the fourth inning, I believe it was only 6 pitches thrown for Moore, as Lightson swings and misses at the first pitch he sees this inning, and it's an 0-1 count. Nice pitch low in the zone for Hunter Gaither. Gaither not throwing all too many pitches the last inning either. Last time the Indians were up, it ended in a double play. 1 ball, 1 strike now on that pitch below the zone to Lightson.
And Lightson grounded to third in his first time up.
This one put in play down the third base line. Shoup has it, fields it over to first in time. And that's out number 1. Nice play by Kanan Shoup, picking up the ball along the foul line at third. And quick out. Now
So
up to Landon Moore.
same thing there. A couple of ground outs for Lightson to the third baseman. And Moore popped to Chris Samples. Towering pop-up. 3 guys converging, but it was the shortstop for the Redbirds who put it away.
Nice pitch from Hunter Gaither. You like to see those pitches, and it's an 0-1 count to Landon Moore out of first today for the Indians. Here's the 0-1 delivery. That one way down low. Redbirds are able to come away with the win here today. They would face the home team, Harrisburg Bulldogs, here at their own field on Saturday. That would be the next big test for whichever team wins this ball game. This one put in play out in right center field, and it is down over the head of Chase Patterson, who fields it, fires to second. He'll be in there standing up with a stand-up double. Landon Moore with a big double for the Johnson City Indians. Noah Pietrantoni up next for Johnston City with 1 out. Another batter here, Garrett, that you would like to sit down if you're Hunter Gaither. Get yourself to 2 outs.
Yeah, and we're in a part of the lineup that was pretty productive for Johnson City. A single from Pietrantoni his first time. Also, Hill singled. And then Mays moved him over. So that's where we're at. The next 3 guys due up. It's a 1-0 count to the JC left fielder.
Moore gets a lead from second base. Here's the 1-0 delivery. That one upstairs, and it's a 2-0 count. Gaither has a look, and here's a delivery. Swung on and missed. 2 balls, 1 strike. Coming up after this, bottom of the 4th inning, it'll be Shoup, Bennett, and Scales. 3 hot hitters for the Redbirds. That one up and in. 3 balls, 1 strike. If you're Gaither, you don't want to walk a man, and you don't want to force another full count, but you'd like to do that here because you're going to have to get the batter with the strikeout. Gaither looks back at second base, and there's no one there. Moore back in safe. Three balls, 1 strike. This one well outside, and he delivers a walk to Pietrantoni.
He's walked or reached both times. He singled to left. He's now walked. And it looks like Riley House will come out and talk to his pitcher.
Good time to do that. Still just 1 out in the inning, and these runners can advance somehow. Just a 1-0 game can happen quickly. Breeze starting to pick up just a little bit here in Harrisburg. Nice weather for some postseason baseball. As always, you deal with some rain every baseball season, but thankfully we haven't seen any of that so far in the postseason. Still very early. Getting into the warmer months now, and hoping to play into June, even warmer then. Any team that can play in June is a team that can make a run in the IHSA playoffs. Maddox Hill played down for Johnson City with 2 men on and 1 out. First pitch flied out to right. That might be foul, and it is. It is a foul ball. A long foul ball out to right field. Looks like the wind might have helped out a little bit there too. First looked like it might be near the foul line, but then towards the last few seconds made a shift a little bit further to the right. So an 0-1 count to Hill. Caden Mays is on deck for the Indians. This one's down in the dirt. But the runners hold up. Nice block from the Scales. This one also low. 2 balls, 1 strike.
A couple of poor misses in a row from Gaither. Nowhere close. When a guy hits a ball that deep on the first swing, if you put something close, he's probably going to try to chase. But your 2 misses in a row were nowhere near the zone. So back in the driver's seat is Hill.
2 balls, 1 strike. This one up high. When the count goes 3-1. Should Hill reach, it'll be Caden Mays. And then Hayden Burton. I'd like to see a similar result to what we saw last inning here. Here's the delivery.
Foul back.
Another full count. Second out would be big here for Hunter Gaither. 3-2 count. And a big pitch coming up. Here's the delivery. And he walks him. Bases loaded for the Indians.
Yeah, not a great time to lose your command. And Gaither missed poorly with 3 pitches.
Infield drawing in just a little bit. It's now Caden Mays in right field today for the Indians, to the plate with 1 out at the bases loaded. First pitch, a little bit low, 1-0. Both teams have found themselves in multiple big spots today. Even Johnson City more so than West Frankfort to blow the game open with 1 swing of the bat. Swing and a miss. Ball, 1 strike. This one put in play, out to short. What a diving play by Shoup. He throws it back to second, and the inning's over. Chris Samples out at shortstop with a diving play, and that ends the inning. The Redbirds get out of another huge jam, and we'll make our way to the 5th inning here at Harrisburg.
Wallace Industrial Tools and Supplies knows Southern Illinois. Located in West Frankfort, they're your Milwaukee superstore with over 8,000 square feet. Wallace Industrial Tools has the largest selection of Milwaukee within a 2-hour radius. Find power tools such as drills, saws, lights, shop vacs, and more with pricing lower than you'll find anywhere else. That's Wallace Industrial Tools and Supplies in West Frankfort. Kids Corral is a licensed child care center and preschool serving children from 6 weeks to 12 years old in West Frankfort and beyond. Owned by FCHS 1989 alumni Gina King and 1992 alumni Kristen Cass, Kids Corral is located at 218 South Horn Street in West Frankfort. Call them today at 618-937-4700 for more information. Kids Corral, proudly taking care of the next generation of Redbirds since 1998.
It's the top of the fifth. 1-0 West Frankfort the lead. Hunter Gaither gets out of a bases loaded, one out jam. The line drive to Sample, the diving effort to his right, and doubling off the runner back at second base. Frankfort holds a 1-0 lead. After Shoop will be Jace Bennett and Will Scales. Seen some production up there, so you'd love Shoop to set the table and get on in front of him.
Pitch high and out. Yeah, if you can get this part of the lineup going again for West Frankfort, have a good chance at adding at least one more run.
Outside.
2-2 count to Kanan Shoop.
Popped up, fouled ground near the dugout. First baseman Moore is there.
A lot of Redbirds have popped up today. Limit those easy outs. Jace Bennett now to the plate for the Redbirds, hitting in the top of the order.
And when he gets on base, he tends to score quite a bit, so you'd love to get him on here again. He scored the game's only run. He doubled and would come around on a Chris Sample single.
He's a fast guy, too.
Yeah, that's an understatement. He's one of the quickest guys
Yeah.
Frankfurt's had in a long time. So get on it any way, shape, or form that you can here, Mr. Bennett. You've got a 2-1 count. Fouled back.
I think that's one of the toughest things to do in sports, Garrett, is to judge someone without seeing their speed when they run. Just judge their speed based off just looking at them. You never know.
Bennett bloops one into shallow center, coming in. And it'll drop in.
Hayden Burton, that ball was a little bit too shallow for him to get to, and it's a blooper out to center, and Jace Bennett gets on the base. That ball was so shallow in the outfield that if shortstop had a good read on it, he might have even had a better shot to get to that than center fielder.
Yeah, those are the ones that drive pitchers crazy. Weak contact, and it's just hitting to no man's land. And on top of it, you let the guy that reaches, he has great speed. So you always hate that. Oh, but you've got him picked off here. Bennett is out, trying to steal second base.
So 2 outs. I'd like to see that, especially with someone as speedy as Bennett. But
No, and he went on first movement.
Yeah.
from Everhart with a lefty.
Yeah.
You can start that foot and you don't have to go to the plate. You see some movement, you can go to first base, and that's exactly what Everhart did. And they had Bennett thrown out in plenty of time. Will Scales bats. He's 0-2. Upstairs.
Two balls, two strikes, two outs on the Redbirds here in the top of the fifth inning.
Scales slaps one to center, drifting back, and making the play is Burton. 3 retired in the top of the fifth. Johnston City coming to bat. Redbirds continue to lead at 1-0 on Redbirds Live.
Looking for a reason to try the new $5 meal deal at McDonald's? Here's 1, 2, 3, 4, and the price makes 5. That's everything you get with the new $5 meal deal at McDonald's.
IBI Management manages over 2.5 million square feet of industrial storage warehousing and office space in Illinois, Indiana, Tennessee, Ohio, and South Carolina with 64 tenants. Feel free to contact them for any management needed for your property. Reach out with any questions to Bobby or Iris Kazadi at 618-218-5995 or 618-218-2456. For any of your commercial management, IBI Management is here for you.
If your house looks like this, we can bring it back to life fast. Dirt, mold, and algae are hurting your curb appeal and your home's value. I'm Ethan with One Stop Solutions. I've been serving Southern Illinois for 3 years now. We use a soft wash system that safely removes buildup at the source for a longer lasting clean without damaging your home. We handle house washes, driveways, gutters, decks, and more. For the next 2 weeks, every house wash includes a free exterior window clean. For a free instant quote, send us a message right here on Facebook or call or text us at the number right here on the screen.
Bottom 5, Hayden Burton will lead things off. Redbirds lead at 1-0.
Burton has seen a lot of action in the outfield today.
And he sees a first pitch strike. Good to see from Hunter Gaither. Did have some activity in Frankfurt's bullpen in that last half inning. Fouled back quickly 0-2. Looked like Chase Patterson was getting loose. They're in the top half of the frame.
As we've seen, Hunter Gaither is a guy that if he has the right stuff going for him, he can go very long in the game.
Yeah, I think also the leash might be a little longer if he had more of a lead, but Redbirds lead with the slimmest of margins. You know, if he had a 5-0 lead or a 4-0 lead, you might, or anything north of that, you might think you'd allow him to give up a run or two, but can't afford much right now. But he gets a first batter to strike out. That's Burton. That's a big first out as the lineup flips to Everhart.
And a lot of the games that Gaither has pitched in this year, I mean, you had the Redbirds already up by 6, 7, 8 runs. And over half of his appearances have been shutouts.
And even in the regular season, as we've got Everhart batting for the third time, he's walked, he's singled. Even in the regular season, in a 1-0 game, you might give a guy an opportunity because it's not do or die. But you're in the do or die mode now, and you've got to pull all the strings perfectly. It's not an easy gig, but You've got to make decisions and make some moves before your season comes to a close and you start regretting, oh, I could have done this. Ball on a strike to Everhart. It's a good pitch down and in. That's going to be down the line. Foul. Good setup pitch for Gaither. He gets ahead in the count.
Good to see him working well so far in this inning. One ball, two strikes now on Everhart, and one out. He gets set. Here's the delivery.
Two balls, two strikes to Logan Everhart. He fouls it back.
All of the action so far today from Johnston City pretty much has came from the middle of the order. Moore, Tony, and Hill all with a hit, and then Logan Everhart adding one as well.
Everhart staying alive. Fouls one back to the screen.
On the flip side, all the action for West Frankfort has come from the top of the lineup. 2 hits for Bennett, 1 for Scales, and 1 for Samples.
Well, that double walk single has been the difference, but all with 2 outs, nobody aboard that Frankfort had in the top of the third. That's the difference to this point. Down in the dirt, count runs full.
Curious to see how many full counts that is in this game on both sides so far. We've had a lot of full counts today.
Slapped out to left. This looks like it's headed towards the gap. It is. Allen will pick it up. Everhart's thinking 2. The play's at second. He is safe.
Nice double from Logan Everhart. And once again, Indians with some action with 1 out. We've seen that a lot today.
Curly bats with a man in scoring position.
Johnston City talking over what they're going to do here. Curley, Moore, and Lightson are next 3 batters for Johnston City. It's Wyatt Hurley, the catcher, who will face Hunter Gaither, who is inching closer to the high marks on his pitch count.
Good first pitch from Gaither ahead, 0-1 on the called strike.
Everhart out at second gets a lead. That was a nice pitch. West Frankfort wanted the call. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Popped up. Right side, long way to go. He'll get out of play.
One, 2 count.
Curly bats with a 1-2 count. Tying run out at second base.
Time called.
Upstairs.
It's been so long since football season, Garrett, that I almost forgot that Chase Weaver is still technically a Johnson City Indian. He's on the non-starter list for Johnson City today. Oh.
Outside. Full count.
West Frankfort wanting to call again on that one, but not able to get it. Full count. Another one.
And the pitch. Inside ball 4. Asking for trouble. Potential go-ahead run on base as we are getting closer towards late innings as we're in the bottom of the 5th.
Speaking of Jace Weaver, looks like he'll be running at first base.
Riley House back out, and it looks like Chase Patterson's coming in.
Not a bad decision.
So Patterson will come in and try to get out of this jam. Only thing is, you come in cold with a couple on, you've got to come in immediately throwing strikes. And it looks like Kazadi will move to right. Gaither will move to third. Shoup will move to second. I guess that's what it initially looks like right now. The Redbirds go to the pen. We'll take a quick break. Couple on, one down in the bottom of the 5th. It's a 1-0 West Frankfort lead.
Looking for a place to come out and enjoy one of the hidden treasures of Southern Illinois? The Frankfort Community Park is a 64-acre gym located in West Frankfort with 10 softball and baseball fields, 12 outdoor shelters, tennis courts, basketball courts, and a pond, as well as beautiful playground equipment for children of all ages. The park has plenty of open spaces to explore, and its serenity and beauty is second to none. The Aquatic Center has an indoor pool, weight room, basketball courts, and an event center. The Frankfort Community Park has something for everyone to enjoy. Come visit the park, and we promise you won't be disappointed. WP Dumpsters is West Frankfort's premier roll-off dumpster service, offering 14 cubic yard containers that are perfect for small DIY projects all the way up to larger home remodels and everything in between. With competitive pricing and top-notch customer service, WP Dumpsters is your Southern Illinois roll-off specialist. Book your bin online today at WPDumpsters.com or call 618-218-0623. Owned and operated by former Redbird Dalton Woolard. Big jobs on big properties demand a big side-by-side. A side-by-side like the first ever Honda Pioneer 1000 Deluxe Crew. This flagship model delivers serious power and performance where you need it most. Even more, it offers best-in-class comfort for 6 occupants with backseat legroom beyond compare. As for build quality, we'll let the Honda name speak for itself.
We're back in action, bottom of the 5th. Chase Patterson on in relief. He'll face Marcus Lightson, and Lightson swings and misses at the first pitch in on the hands.
Big spot here for Chase Patterson coming into the game. Still just 1 out. As we've said so many times in this game, Garrett, a second out would be crucial.
Popped up and out of play behind us. But it shows the urgency that you have when it's postseason time. This is not something you would normally see Frankfort do in a regular season game. Gaither would have been out there with the opportunity to potentially get out of it himself. Instead, he exits with a 1-0 lead through 4 1/3 innings of work, and Patterson's on in relief. 0-2 the count. Upstairs.
And Gaither was at 79 pitches. I mean, if you
He still had over 20-something left to go.
you would have hoped that this game went 7 innings, you could have finished him the full time. But it's a 1-2 count now with Patterson on the hill. Big pitch.
He gets away. 2 in scoring position. And a base hit should give Johnston City the lead.
Patterson lost his focus on a couple of pitches in this at bat. See if he can refocus here. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 men on in scoring position.
Popped up on the infield in foul ground. Conaway over. He's got it for a huge. Oh, they said it was out and on the transfer. That's what they're going to say for sure. Should be out number 2. Looked like Conaway was ready to get it back to his catcher on a potential play. That's what I would think they're going to call. Oh no, they're going to overturn it.
Honestly, Garrett,
So they changed the call. Coach House not too happy with it. Just out of our view here on camera, but man, I thought for sure that they were going to stick with the call. Instead, it's 2-2 on Moore. Chopped foul.
yeah, just because that call's made doesn't mean that the count changes. Still 2 balls, 2 strikes here, and if you're Patterson, you got to focus back in. Can't let something like that impact you at all.
Fly ball to right. This should tie it. And it will. We got a man hung up in between the bases. Near overthrow. Frankfurt's having too difficult of a time here. Gaither tags him out. The game is now tied on the sacrifice fly. Inning comes to a close. We head to the 6th. It's 1-1.
Hal Insurance is a proud sponsor of Redbird Athletics. Serving West Frankfort since 1925, we provide auto, home, business, life, and health insurance. Hal Insurance partners with Auto Owners Insurance Company to handle insurance the right way, the human way. Call Ryan, Jessica, or Susan Patton at 618-937-4000. Hal Insurance is proud to serve you.
Looking for a dealership where you're treated like family? Come to Week Chevrolet GMC, where from sales to service, they put you first. Their friendly staff will help you find the perfect vehicle that fits your needs and your budget. Whether you're looking for a new or pre-owned car, truck, or SUV, they've got it all. Visit them online at gregweeks.com. or call 618-937-2000. Week Chevrolet GMC, right on the price, right off I-57.
It'll be Chris Samples to lead things off for the Redbirds here in the top of the 6th inning. First pitch is popped up and fouled. Just telling you, Garrett, if you flip a coin 1,000 times, you probably could not have come up with the outcome of that last half inning. You had a drop ball out at a ruled drop ball in foul territory, and then you had a pickoff on the base runner. This one a little bit too tall, and the count goes 1-1. But 1 run for Johnston City, so not too much damage done. But nevertheless, it's a tie game. Any damage with a game this close is some big damage. This ball up high, and Samples works himself into a 3-1 count. Walks. Samples will walk down to first base. That'll be Parker Allen. So now you get to the point of the lineup that hasn't had any hits so far today, but the Redbirds looking to change that here, and there was a pickoff attempt over to first base, and it looked like, not sure what happened there. I guess they collided somehow. Called strike there. A 1 count. There's the delivery to Parker Allen. That one upstairs. Logan Moore on the hill, on the hill for Johnston City. That one up high as well. 2 balls, 1 strike. Parker Allen looking for something here as this game bleeds later and later. Checks the runner again, and he's back in safely. This one popped up, and it'll be out of play. Count goes 2-2. Moore is a guy that doesn't waste any time delivering to the plate. Two-two delivery to Allen. Swung on, chopper, and it's misplayed. That's going to be a hit for Parker Allen. I mean, hit or an error there, Garrett?
I'm sure they'll probably score that in error, but if you're the Redbirds, you don't care. You've got 2 guys on and nobody out. Have to think it'd be an error.
Chase Patterson now up for the Redbirds with 2 men on and no outs. Another good opportunity here for West Frankfort. Each team has had plenty of opportunities this ball game. Just to be safe, West Frankfort has another man down throwing for them. Patterson shows bunt, and the runner is off at third. He throws over the head of the second baseman, and now both runners are going to hold. Samples thought about going for third base, but I'll let you take this, Garrett. And we're having a big discussion right here. It looks like the home plate umpire is wanting to call the runner out, which would be Samples.
Yeah, he's trying to say on trying to move up. Patterson interfered with the catcher who was trying to make a throw back behind Samples.
Umpires are going to discuss this for a moment.
There's no reason for us to speculate. We'll just see what they end up going with. But it looks like they called the lead runner Samples out initially.
So it'll be one out, and now still 2 men on. And now here comes the Johnston City coach. As it stands right now, it'll be Allen on first base. Gaither on deck.
So we're awaiting the verdict. They made an official signal that Patterson was out after they had called Samples out, who was running at second. Now they've said the batter Patterson's out.
So we're still discussing this, and I think I agree with you, Garrett. Wise to just, if you're
Sit this one out.
anywhere on this side of the net, to just zip it.
Sit this one out, right? You're not going to influence anything, so you might as well just
If you're a fan, you're just going to increase your chances of getting thrown out of the game.
one way or the other. This Frankfurt's faithful over here is about to come unglued.
And as you said, Garrett, the West Frankfort fans giving the umpire full their opinions, and they probably said enough words to him that he could throw out the whole section.
Yeah, honestly, he probably needs to do something to not let this get out of control. He's going to have to do something, whether it's right or wrong, whatever the opinion is. You know, you can't let that impact the game, so it's going to be an out. Patterson bats at the plate now in an 0-2 count.
Now you have just one runner at first and Parker Allen.
Yeah.
So they'll go with Samples out at second and the runner out at first. 0-2 count. And Moore's delivery to the plate is up high. 1 ball, 2 strikes. That one a little bit low. 2 balls, 2 strikes. One outside and the count goes full.
Yeah, you might even see Allen running here on the pitch with a full count. You might, with one out, trying to get the runner in motion. He's not. Pat chopped in front of the plate. Tough play. Moore gets his guy. 2 away.
2 outs and a runner Out at second in Parker Allen for Hunter Gaither, who's coming to the plate now. Still a tie ball game. This one,
Gaither down the right field line. Long way to go. It is caught in fair territory by Burton. We head to the bottom of the sixth. It's 1-1.
Ask Melissa Walden about Shelter's auto, home, and life options. Call or text at 618-937-2092. Plus, use the My Shelter app to pay your bill, file a claim, proof of insurance, policy documents, go paperless, and more. Melissa Walden, Shelter Insurance in West Frankfort. IBI Management manages over 2.5 million square feet of industrial storage warehousing and office space in Illinois, Indiana, Tennessee, Ohio, and South Carolina with 64 tenants. Feel free to contact them for any management needed for your property. Reach out with any questions to Bobby or Iris Kazadi at 618-218-5995 or 618-218-2456. For any of your commercial management, IBI Management is here for you. Kids Corral is a licensed child care center and preschool serving children from 6 weeks to 12 years old in West Frankfort and beyond. Owned by FCHS 1989 alumni Gina King and 1992 alumni Kristen Cass, Kids Corral is located at 218 South Horn Street in West Frankfort. Call them today at 618-937-4700 for more information. Kids Corral, proudly taking care of the next generation of Redbirds since 1998.
welcome back to Redbirds Live. An eventful last inning we've had here on both ends. It's been an entertaining ball game to say the least. First pitch is a called strike, a nice floater in the zone for Chase Patterson. 0-1 count to Marcus Lightson. It's a tie ball game. This one out in the left, and that'll be a leadoff hit for Lightson. Just gets past Samples. That would have been a hit even if Samples got his glove on it. Now it's Landon Moore to the plate for the Indians. I think we've almost seen runners on base every half inning in this game. We've seen it. We've seen a lot of runners left on base today. Shows bunt, popped up, and that's going to be out of play. An 0-1 count. So far in this ball game, West Frankfort 1 run on 4 hits. Johnston City 1 run on 6 hits and 1 error. This one up in the zone. 1 ball, 1 strike. A winner-take-all ball game here in Harrisburg. Winner of this ball game will take on the Harrisburg Bulldogs here on Saturday morning at 11 a.m.
Chop to Gaither. Oh, he missed the baseball.
Don't like to see that. Just went right over his glove. So now 2 men on. That we counted as an error for the Redbirds, their first in the ball game. Featuring Tony now to the plate. Showing bunt out to first base. And he is out at first on a play that a little bit closer than they would have hoped for. So that advances the runners to second and third now with still just 1 out. Big spot here for Johnston City. Shortstop number 9, Maddox Hill, now in the box for the Indians. Chase Patterson working under some pressure here with 2 men on and 1 out. This one fouled back and out of play. Both the West Frankfort and Johnston City faithful making their way here to Harrisburg today. Some full stands on both sides. Here's the 0-1 delivery, and that is a wild pitch over the glove of Scales, and that is going to be a free run for Johnston City, and they lead this ball game 2-1. Two mistakes for West Frankfort has cost them dearly in this inning. One was a fielding error and one a wild pitch. Your Scales, there's nothing you can do about that. That was only thing you can be is just taller, and you can't be that. So there's a called strike, and he is out at third base. So now 2 outs and 1 ball, 2 strikes on Maddox Hill. That was a called strike on the attempt, I believe. It looked a little high. 1 ball, 2 strikes, and now they get the runner out at third. So there's some relief. But it does cost you a run. And another pitch that's well outside from Chase Patterson. The count goes 2 balls, 2 strikes, now with 2 outs. I think that would relieve some of the tension that Patterson had. He needs to dial back in here and get this last out. Here's the 2-2 delivery. Swung on, put in play. Chopper out to second base, and that's an easy roll over to first. Johnston City Indians have the lead now, and we are heading to the top of the 7th inning. The Redbirds have to get a run to continue their season here on Redbirds Live.
Wallace Industrial Tools and Supplies knows Southern Illinois. Located in West Frankfort, they're your Milwaukee superstore with over 8,000 square feet. Wallace Industrial Tools has the largest selection of Milwaukee within a 2-hour radius. Find power tools such as drills, saws, lights, shop vacs, and more with pricing lower than you'll find anywhere else. That's Wallace Industrial Tools and Supplies in West Frankfort.
The everyday people who make Southern Illinois so special. The ones who make sacrifices every day for their families and their community. These are the people who make us proud of what we do. You see, when a person from our community gets injured in an accident, there is someone at an insurance company far away from here whose job it is to minimize your injury, to make their corporation money. For them, you're just a claim number. For us, well, I guess you could say it's personal.
Top of the 7th, it's 2-1. Hunter Lowe leads things off.
The Birds made it quite far last postseason and at risk of falling in game one here if they can't get a run to at least tie the ball game again. This one, the blooper out to short, and that should be an easy play, and it is. Quick out number one. You do not want to see that if you're West Frankfort. Andrew Conaway now to the plate. We're also facing a pitcher like Logan Moore, who has some stuff. Here's a chopper out to short. Should be an easy play. And no, it's bobbled. He's safe.
Plenty of time, and he spiked it into the ground, and Conaway reaches.
So there's a big break if you're West Frankfort.
Number 11.
Should have been one of the easiest outs there is, and turns into an infield single.
And they are going to run. This is going to be Essery, who will pinch run for Conaway.
So might be seeing the entertainment continuing here, Garrett. There's a lot of it in the postseason, and we've seen our fair share of it the past inning and a half or so on both sides. Kanan Shoup to the plate now. Hit a homer in the last game, and boy, we'd love that here. First pitch was outside. Fouled off to the left. 1-1 strike. It is Lucas Essery out at first base running for the Redbirds. Represents the tying run. If Shoup can reach, you'd get back to the top of the order in a good spot with one out. This one up high, and now the count 3 balls and 1 strike. Big pitch. Shoup will trot his way down to first base, and now it's 2 men on for Jace Bennett at the top of the order, and we're going to have a meeting here for the Indians.
Yeah, a lot of credit there to your 8 and 9 guys finding a way on base. I know Conaway reached on the air, but you got to put it in play, give yourself a chance, and then Shoup draws the walk. You've got 2 on, just 1 down, but you got the top of your lineup coming up. So Bennett will have a chance to keep this thing moving.
Obviously, in a situation like this, every single move you make on the field is detrimental to your season ending, and just have to stay dialed in. Can't be making mistakes on the base pads, and if you're Johnson City, you can't be making mistakes like the one they just made. See what Jace Bennett can do. Still just 1 out. Moore steps off.
And you'd love another gapper from Jace Bennett here.
Yeah.
See if he can have a timely hit. Down the line. Long way to run. Going. It's down and past the left fielder. They're going to send the runner Essery. He's coming home, and we are tied.
Big hit in a big spot for Jace Bennett. And it's a tie ball game again. Now it's Will Scales, one of the hottest hitters late this season, to the plate with 2 men on and still just 1 out. You'd love to take the lead here if you can.
Good speed on the bases in Shoup and Bennett. Shoup sometimes likes to go after third. Scales gets it down, and he'll move the runners. It'll be Samples up with 2 in scoring position.
Great bunt there from Will Scales. He's a good hitter, but you like runners on second and third better than you do first and second. And another guy who's a good hitter is Chris Samples.
Yeah, and Scales was a threat of maybe rolling into a double play. So by bunting, you break that up. And a lot more ways you can get a run in from third rather than second down in the dirt. Something scoots away. You can see Shoop breaking for the plate.
Hit, an RBI, and a walk so far today for Chris Samples.
Swing and a miss. Chased one upstairs. Ball gets away, and Shoop scores!
And it's still loose, and Bennett advances to third. And the Redbirds take the lead. You can't write this or make this stuff up, Garrett. Wow. And now Bennett is on third for Samples, who's in a 1-0 count.
Oh, and you'd love that insurance run here.
Yeah.
Smacked back foul.
Johnston City is the home team, so obviously.
Oh, we've got a lot more to go, but
a lot more to go.
Love an insurance run here. Samples with a fly ball out to right center. He might have gotten underneath it a tad. He did. And it's called in by Eberhard. We head to the bottom of the 7th. 3-2 West Frankfort. Caden Mays, Hayden Burton, Logan Eberhard, 8, 9, and 1 for JC in the bottom of the 7th.
Chase Patterson looking to finish this game out for the Redbirds, who, if you believe in miracles, might have pulled off one in this last inning. Second pitch is up high. You're facing a part of the Johnston City lineup, Garrett, that your first 2 batters don't have a hit yet today, but you still have to face Eberhard, no matter what, who has 2 hits for the Indians. Another ball up high. Don't want to see that. An early 3-0 count. Three-0 delivery. Fouls away ball 4, and now it's a full count. Every out is beneficial here for Chase Patterson. See if he can get his first one. 3-2 count. Chopper on the ground out to short, and that's an out. One away, and now it's Hayden Burton.
Burton has struck out twice. Patterson would like to complete the trifecta.
That's a nice first pitch for a called strike. 0-1 count. Oh, another good pitch that's just a little bit outside and low. 1 ball, 1 strike. Patterson hoping that Burton would bite on that pitch.
One and two.
A little bit outside on the down and low. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Fly ball, that'll get out of play. A long foul ball, though. Two teams with identical records just down the road from one another, battling it out for a spot to face Harrisburg on Saturday.
He's going to reach on a drop third.
Fortunate break there for Johnston City.
Top of the lineup for Eberhard. Eberhard's reached in all 3 at-bats. He's singled, he's doubled, he's walked.
Burton was going all after that pitch and got away from Scales, and now a base runner for Eberhard. As you mentioned, Garrett, a hot hitter today for Johnston City. The hottest of the day. Starting pitcher.
Popped up, shallow center. Bennett coming in. He's there.
Nice throw into first base, too.
He's trying to catch Burton napping.
So there's a little bit of relief there, and now it's Wyatt Curley 2 outs, 1 man on, 1-run game. Postseason baseball keeping you entertained here in Harrisburg. Ooh. Wyatt thought about going for that one, ends up called strike.
Yeah, I looked inside.
Yeah, I agree.
So a fortunate call for Patterson. It wasn't as bad as it looked. The
Right.
scales caught it going towards Wyatt Curley, so it looked like less of a pitch than what it was. Now it's 0-2. Way ahead of Curley here. 1 strike away.
We do have that, based on where we're sitting, the only complete clear view of the plate we have is that inside corner right where that ball was. So, no balls, 2 strikes. Biggest pitch of the game here.
Looped into shallow center, and this game is going to be extended.
Oh-2 count to a little fly out.
You speed the bat up by throwing off speed, and you hung it, and that allowed Curley to serve it into the center field. Tying run at second, winning run at first for Logan Moore.
Moore has no hits today. He does have no walks either. Still 2 on, 2 out.
Fouled off at the plate. Oh, and 2.
Another 0-2 count for Chase Patterson. Can he finish him off this time? One strike away once again. 2 men on. Tying run at second. Winning run at first for the Indians.
Popped up. Conaway back. Then the second baseman there, it's Shoup who puts it away. That will do it. 3-2 the final. Frankfort advances to play Harrisburg on Saturday at 11 for the regional championship.
You know, there was a lot of times in this game, Garrett, the odds were against them, but what an absolute effort to pull out the W for the West Frankfort Redbirds. And, I mean, hats off to both teams here. This game could have easily gone either way based on all that we saw, especially late in this game. But the Redbirds going to make a trip back here to Harrisburg on Saturday to face the Bulldogs.
Yep, the Redbirds get a chance for back-to-back regional championships. They'll take on Harrisburg at 11 a.m. We'll be there for that one. Thank you guys for tuning in to another one. This was a classic for sure.
Yeah.
Redbirds knock off Johnston City 3-2 alongside Aaron Price. I'm Garrett Smith. We'll see you Saturday morning on Redbirds Live.